Market Snipers, welcome back. This is Jesse getting started. Not exactly right at 9 a.m. on the dot with 1 second. Barely got it going live right before it hit 9:01. So we're pushing it pretty close today. Uh, everything was good until I spilled water all over my desk like 2 minutes before. So I had to dry off a little bit there. But yeah, so this is our fifth consecutive live stream since we broke our streak the day after Christmas. We were traveling back from Arizona from seeing family, and we had 75 consecutive live streams before that, and now we're already on our fifth consecutive live stream. So good morning, welcome back if you've been here, and if this is your first time, welcome. The first 15 to 30 minutes, we are going to dive into the charts very deeply, very quickly, and try to rock and roll back and through. This is always for educational purposes only, not financial advice. And hopefully you find it a little bit of entertainment along the way. You can laugh at me at the very least for making pronunciation mistakes or whatnot, right? So I'm sure I'll provide plenty of laughs for you along the way. But good to see you back here, Javier. Good morning, Market Snipers. Let me put that in. Good morning. Let's just do good morning. Let's do good morning. We'll put it in. Colson, smash that like button. Thanks, Colson. Appreciate that. Smash the like button. Remember, this live stream costs me money every month. I'm negative every month due to the live streaming software, right? And I am monetized. So thank you for all of your support. I appreciate you smashing the like button. I appreciate you sharing with your friends and family. And I appreciate and social media, whatever you have. And I appreciate all of your support. But I am monetized, but I am still negative every single month. And I don't think I'll be paying off. It's fine to get a new computer anyways, but the computer was bought for the live streaming to be able to handle the live stream. So, it's about $2,000. So I don't think I'll be breaking even anytime soon in the long run. So, but we'll continue sniping the markets together. And I've committed to doing this for 2024, and we'll see on beyond. But with that, good morning, everyone. Caesar, good afternoon. Welcome. What is your thought process of setting short targets around wick bottoms historically? Sometime, yeah. I mean, I'm more about we'll get into more questions on the second half of the live stream. I'm going to dive into these charts here, and we're going to start off with Bitcoin. But just a quick answer to that, Colson, is if it lines up with my sniper targets, then I hold more weight to it. So I'm more interested in looking for a confluence of targets than I am just one particular target in by itself. So if a couple key targets line up, I get really excited. If not, then it's good for awareness, but it's not enough for me to just go off of. Lawrence, good morning, good evening, welcome back, Lawrence. Dallas White, computer is nice, right off too. Definitely, I'd rather spend the money on reinvesting than the government spend it on whatever they choose, right? So not a bad write-off, not financial advice. So with that, let's do a quick recap on Bitcoin. This is what we always do, just kind of a quick recap, just get us back in the flow. We had price that was oversold. We had bullish divergence that we were calling out on the live streams and on the videos. We had a reversal candle, higher low, and then those are the higher probabilities that price is going to take off to the upside after that buy signal, regained the 200-week moving average, and then took off hardcore to the upside, right? So then price is starting to get overbought with the orange candles. We had bearish divergence, reverse candle. We talked about a possible lower high. It wasn't confirmed. Talked about another possible lower high. It wasn't confirmed. Price took off to the upside. We were talking about closing back above 37,900-ish with a daily candle close is bullish to run up higher, right? Here we are. Price is getting overbought again. Additional bearish divergence. We're talking about, hey, this could be a possible lower high, not confirmed. There were several pending sell signals that never turned into a sell signal ever, right? A couple pending sell signals. And one of the sell signals was a pending sell signal all day for basically 23 of the 24 hours. And the last hour, they quote unquote pushed it up and was no longer a pending sell signal. And then price started to reverse back around, and then posted in the Discord here just above 43,000, just above the trending dots. That prices look like it was starting to break out, but we're cautiously optimistic because it could put in additional bearish divergence. And here we are, right? They created a big wick up there at 45,885-ish, depending on what exchange you're on, right? Just depends on what exchange you're on. You're going to get the different prices. But 45,885-ish, right? Started putting a wick up, started close back down. And here we are, right? Reversing right back down. So we have a pending reversal candle. So we have bearish divergence followed by a potential pending reversal candle. We had bullish divergence followed by a reversal candle. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. It was all the way down to $40,000, right? And the confluence of this is that the NASDAQ is going through correction. The confluence is that the VIX had a buy signal yesterday that we posted. And if you found me on YouTube, awesome, right? If you found me on YouTube, awesome. But we're also posting charts daily over on Market Sniper Pro. This was so if you want, definitely go follow me over there. The link is in the description, right? So you can just get a quick link over there to Market Sniper Pro or Jesse Olsen over there. We're posting charts, both of them over there. A little bit different here and there. And of course, you're already most likely you already subscribed. And I did this Bitcoin video update for about 11 minutes over there. So gave you two scenarios over there, right? Two possible scenarios that were a follow-up from the two scenarios that I did 3 weeks ago, and then a follow-up video from that. So for 3 weeks, we've been talking about two possible buy the dip scenarios. One, price to go higher and hit the higher target, or two, price to come back down first before hitting the fourth longer-term target prior to the halving. So not to just go back in and do all that all over again. Let's put on all the charts. So what we did was we added this. Is this a fake out question mark, right? It's, if it would have found support at 44,200-ish and then bounced off, then it seems like it would be more likely that it would come up and hit that fourth target before the halving. Here we are, a quick fake out with the wick to the downside. So we're back into this, many would call it a bullish pennant, right? But again, if you've been following me for any length of time, or if you're in the Discord, my thoughts on patterns and the percentages that they work out, not only in direction, but actual price targets. So I saw a lot of big influencers out there with 100,000, 200,000, 600,000 followers. Many of them sell courses, right? Doing price targets to the breakout to the upside above $50,000. Same ones that were calling for all-time highs on Ethereum when I put in an Ethereum short at $4,384 back in 2021, 2022, end of 2021, putting in that short at Ethereum 4,384. Same exact accounts 2.5 years ago, right? Going on almost 3 years ago, right? No, 3 years ago. Oh my God. I'm losing my mind. 2024. Here we go. Rock and roll. 3 years ago, same accounts talking about Ethereum going to all-time highs because of a fake out, right? It was or because of a breakout. But I was saying, is this a breakout or a fake out? And I had reasons why. On this live stream, we talked about, would it be similar? There was a lot of similarities of a possible local top, because there's a lot of similarities to this bearish divergence followed by the breakdown, right? So broke out. You can see the price broke out from here, right? Broke out, put in a higher high, bearish divergence. And then we were talking about yesterday, how would the next candle do, right? Cautiously optimistic for a breakout, because it could be a breakdown. And this is the reason why. We were talking about bearish divergence, possible reversal back down. A lower high is the higher probability, followed by a sell signal slash reversal candle, or a lower high being put in would be the higher probability that it was a fake out to the upside. So there was a lot of similarities to that, right? We called it out yesterday before it started breaking down. before today's candle on yesterday's live stream, we were talking about, we covered it about this being a potential lower high, something to be aware of, that this could be bearish divergence. It's been bearish divergence, and then at some point it could put in a lower high, right? And then that would be your higher probability that price is going down before the next halving for the next possible buy the dip scenario. We're not talking about $1 million Bitcoin. We're not talking about zero Bitcoin going to zero. We're not talking about $80,000 Bitcoin by, end of 2023. And we're not talking about $10,000 Bitcoin. What we're talking about is the next possible buy the dip scenario, whether that was, calling it back here, whether it come out like this, put in a lower high and then come back down, or would it put in lower highs, right? In this case, a higher high, bearish divergence, then put a lower high and then come down for that next buy the dip scenario before the halving. So those are still my two main thoughts. And of course, if you've got bearish divergence, then you got a pending reversal candle. And now if we get a candle close with, oops, let me take that off. Now, if we get this, if this pending reverse candle turns into a reverse candle, then maybe we get a lower high. Then maybe we get a sell signal and or both about the same time. Then we're going to say that, hey, it's scenario 2. It's the next potential buy the dip scenario. So if we take this off, right? This is still the game plan, right? You've got, I think it's becoming less likely if this becomes a reverse candle. I think it becomes less likely. And then we've got, down here that we've got the next possible buy the dip scenario looking like that, right? So takes time to play out. Could take from back here. We talked about it could take weeks or months to play out, right? It doesn't just typically happen overnight. It's got to go through a topping pattern, right? Just like this kind of went through a bottoming phase, right? A bottoming pattern where you've got bullish divergence, reverse candle, higher low, right? This could put in, if this holds, could put in a lower high, maybe even a second one, right? But a lower high, then start to break down from there. So that's still the game plan. I did a little bit more details on that video, so definitely go take a look at that and go smash the like button over there. Don't be afraid to smash the like button. If you hate it, go ahead and put the dislike button. We do get a couple dislikes. There's always going to be some haters out there, but it still helps the algorithm. So whether you like it, you hate it, smash the like, smash the dislike button. It's up to you. Do whatever you want. I've got thick skin. It won't make me cry, right? So with that, that's the Bitcoin update. Let's take a look at silver. So I pointed this out. I called it out on the Twitter X app. If you look at it, I put up this poll here, right? Silver has just taken a round trip back to the 200-week moving average, $22.97. And then I list out other assets. Do you think it's possible for these assets to retest it? It's possible. It's possible. So 67% say it's possible. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it's possible, right? We got a sell signal back here. So you had this peak up here. Price is getting overbought. Came all the way down. Pumped all the way back up. Possible lower high. Something to pay attention to. Something to pay attention to, right? A candle close below there, right? That's not a good sign for silver bulls, right? So if you start getting closes below this trend line, start getting closes back below the 200-week moving average, that's not a good sign for silver perma bulls, right? Gold. Is gold going to follow? This was a high. This is a higher high. This is bearish divergence, right? You got bearish divergence, and then you've got price breaking down similar to silver. Could gold come back and retrace to the 200-week moving average similar to silver? It's possible. It's possible. So again, the perma gold bugs out there, talking about, $10,000 gold, $3,000 gold, all that stuff, right? Here we are. We're just swing trading. It's a swing trading game, and the perma bulls and perma bears are just living in it, right? It's our world. It's the swing traders' world, and the perma bears, perma bulls are just living in our world, right? It's a great time to be a market sniper, great time to be a swing trader, right? So Let's see. Quick, let's just check in before we hit the NASDAQ and all that stuff. Let's see. Mois, morning, Jesse. Good morning, Mois. Ollie, hi, Crypto King. What up, Ollie? Good morning. Myrna Bacon. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't know. Bacon. I don't know. It looks like bacon to me, and I love bacon, so I'm not allowed to eat too much bacon. Obviously, got to keep my shape over here at 44. But uh, I love some bacon for breakfast, right? So, but I don't think I'm pronouncing it right. It's not bacon. It's bacon. But Myrna, let me know. Longtime market sniper queen over there. Longtime market sniper queen. Welcome back. Can you look at Dow? Already in it since yesterday. Awesome. Yeah, I'm in it as well. Right. Let me know the details. What you got in at? Are you on? Are you the stock or are you? Is it the ETF or what are you looking at over there? We'll take a look at it. We'll circle back to all this. Bacon, not bacon. I know. I'm sorry. Bacon. Bacon? No, bacon, not bacon. I know, but bacon's so good. But whatever. All right, so let's get back into it. Yeah, we'll circle back to the Dow. Actually, we're gonna hit the Nasdaq and stuff like that. So Nasdaq, SP 500, Dow Jones futures, all that stuff. So unless you want me to look at a specific asset, let me know. But we're gonna keep going here. Bitcoin dominance is pretty much flat after finding support at the fourth target down. Buy signal, a little bit flat, pumped all the way up to 53%. So what that means to me, if Bitcoin's going to go through a correction, the crypto assets are probably going to go through a correction as well, as you can see. And they're going to be bigger corrections than Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin dominance, right? So it's possible. Ethereum down 5.75%. We've been covering this. We've been talking about it. We got bearish divergence, followed by a reverse candle, followed by a lower high. So is Ethereum leading the way on Bitcoin where there's bearish divergence, followed by a reverse candle? Tesla, John. Hey, Jesse, can you have a look at Tesla, please? You got it. So we'll take a look at the Magnificent Seven. We're going to keep going fast, though, because we got a lot of charts to look at. We got a lot of charts to look at. And I love looking at charts. I can literally look at charts all day long. It's probably a problem. I don't say I'm obsessed for no reason. I'm definitely obsessed with charts. I love it. It's on my phone. It's on my both my laptops, right, and my other computer, right. So, pending sell signal. We've got bearish divergence. We got a reverse candle. We got a potential lower high in the making, and a pending sell signal. So, pending sell signal on Ethereum. A lot of these crypto assets have been looking the same. We're talking about it. We're covering it. It's possible the bearish divergence on Ethereum might have already been cleared out with that wick, but it could come back down further. We can probably draw out some targets to the downside. Sand, bearish divergence. Wow, what a move on sand. Holy moly guacamole. What have we been talking about on these live streams? What have we been talking about on Twitter X app? What have we been talking about in the Discord? We've been talking about expect pullbacks along the way, right? It's not up only. The up only crew will let you believe that it's up only. It's not up only, right? Crypto assets, expect pullbacks 40, 50, 60. And we showed TRB on the Bitcoin video. 72% correction on TRB is down even more today. I don't even know what it's at today, but 70%. Bitcoin, expect 20, 30 plus percent pullbacks along the way, even in the full bull run. Even after the halving, expect those long, big pullbacks along the way. So if you get in late, expect to hold through some major pain. So buy the right dips, right? Buy the right dips. If you don't know what that is, learn how to chart, learn how the sniper way of a higher probability reversal with key target areas and stuff like that. So let's keep going. Bearish divergence, possible lower high, and pending sell signal. A lot of them are going to look the same. We've been covering it. Bearish divergence, possible lower high, pending sell on dot. Near, no pending sell signal yet, right? Bearish divergence, possible lower high. Mana, bearish divergence, possible lower high, pending sell. Chainlink, bearish divergence, lower high, reversal candle, possible another lower high, possible lower high, possible lower high, right? You take out these pivot points here with a close today and another sell signal back here, just basically confirming what we were talking about, what we've been covering. So obviously I don't wait for that. That's too much of a lagging. I just look for, hey, possible lower highs. And if you got reverse candles and after bearish divergence, stuff like that, possible trend changes from there. The lower highs and the higher lows, stuff like that, is just confirming what we thought and of the possible trend changes, right? Solana, bearish divergence, possible lower high, could get a possible pending sell signal in the near future, right? MACD bearish crossover, right? I don't cover it often, but the sharpshooter candles even have pending MACD crossovers and MACD crossovers. So you don't even need the MACD, right? It's all on the sharpshooter candles 3.1. It's all included, right? It'll let you know in real time when the pending MACD crossover was, and it would have been back here on December 30th or December 31st. There would have been a pending MACD in real time crossover on the sharpshooters 3.1. I don't talk about it often, but I still like it. I still have it on. I usually turn off a lot of the indicators from sharpshooter candles 3.1 while I'm doing live streams and posting charts, because the chart just gets too cluttered and you wouldn't even see what I'm really emphasizing, right? So keep going. Cardano, bearish divergence, possible lower high, possible lower high, possible lower high, pending sell signal. Boom. Matic. Bearish divergence, possible lower high. We talked about it. We covered it. This is not in hindsight. None of this is hindsight. If you've been here on the live streams, smash the like button. We've been covering this. We haven't even hit 100 likes yet. It's incredible. We can't even hit 100 likes. We're getting over 250, 300 views on the live streams, and we can't even get 30% from the replay crew or the live streams to smash the like button. Come on. We've been talking about this. We've been covering it. Bearish divergence, possible lower high. We've been covering it on the live streams, right? Tuesday, we were talking about it. We're talking about it. Talking about it today again. Now we have a pending sell signal. You extend this out, right? Extend this out. Candle close below. Doesn't mean it can't pump back up, put in another higher low, back test the trend line, and then come down from there, right? If it just came straight down, that'd be awesome, but usually doesn't work that way. Let's take a look at Bitfarms, right? Bearish divergence. Talked about it, right? Looks like it was reversing back down, coming back up, probably back test, put in a lower high possibly. So Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners have not put in a lower high, at least on Bitfarm as of right now. Just came up short of longer term target 2. Hut spiked all the way hard, right? Got overbought, no lower high, just dropped straight back down. I told you these are like catching lightning in a bottle. I had options to the upside, then I had a little bit of options to the downside. I'm still in my stock position from $8.80. Different strategies, right? I have different and multiple strategies deployed on the stock. I'm still holding from $8.80. I'm not too worried about it. If it puts in a lower high, it bounces back up, then I might pull the stock and try to get in lower prices. But as of right now, I'm still personally holding Hut stock from 880. But my options, I had to take profits on that. And then I actually shorted it and posted it in the Discord. I posted in the discussion recorded coaching group my reasoning behind shorting Hut on options. And I laid out all the details over there, whether it was going to work out or not. In hindsight, it did. And those are closed out now, right? So those are closed out, but I took options to the upside and downside on Hut. Not at the same time, right? Not at the same time, but I did play to the downside. Still in the stock. Still hasn't Hive still hasn't retested 200-week moving average. It could at some point, right? This could be a buy signal, higher low possible, right? If not, if it puts in a lower high, then it could take some more consolidation period. And then maybe I would jump out of Hive stock as well. Full disclosure, right? CLSK Clean Spark Bitcoin miner. I think is bearish divergence followed by a reverse candle, spiked all the way back down. If it puts in a lower high, right, then we could see lower prices from there. Maybe a retracement, maybe fills that small gap down here. It got pretty gappy back here. Kind of fill that back in for the next potential buy the dip scenario. Marathon Digital looking very similar, very overbought. Riot, probably bearish divergence, right? Yep, bearish divergence, overbought, breakdown. Now we got a pending sell signal. At some point, you would think that it'd put in a lower high if it's going to come back down lower. So we'll see. MIGI, well, we did a lot of speculating back here, and we'll keep an eye on it from there. But so far, found support right above there. NASDAQ, we've been covering it on the live streams. This arrow was drawn back here. This arrow is drawn back here. And we said we'll keep moving it. We'll keep moving it. You know, it's an uptrend above the trading dots. It's an uptrend above the trend line, right? And then we talked about bearish divergence. We talked about bearish divergence. We talked about it's overbought on the NASDAQ futures. And it looked like it was starting to break down based off the lower time frames. We posted it. We covered it. We are all over it. It's already taken out this pivot point here. This was the flash crash that we talked about on we talked about it and covered it on the 12-hour chart, right? Pending sell signal from yesterday. And we talked about it. The flash crash on the NASDAQ, you can see over here, 1-hour chart along with the VIX, and a couple of weeks ago for sure caught our attention. That doesn't happen if the trend's going to continue to be bullish uptrend. Usually there's warning signs, right? You get flash crashes. Yes, it could go make higher highs like it did, but as Matthew said, buckle up. Buckle up over there. My man Matthew, longtime Discord member over there. There's typically not crazy flash crashes if we're, ultra bullish. It typically happens, the flash crashes back here typically happens when there's starting to be warning signs of a topping pattern, right? It's something to pay attention to. It's not something just to disregard. So flash crash back here, pumped up a little bit higher, put in that bearish divergence, starting to break down on these lower time frames. Then there's a pending sell on the 12-hour chart, which is lower time frame, right? And so we were talking about the flash crash back here on December 20th, right? So we're ahead of the game. We're watching it. Sell signal on the 4-hour chart back on Friday, December 29th. And then boom, ultra bearish, and the NASDAQ is continuing to crash. I'm sorry for your loss, perma bulls, right? I'm sorry for your loss in perma bulls, right? So again, remember, I was out of my short on October 12th and on our live October 26th. From the October 12th, I took that short position. I was out of it. And then I was in a short position. And then I decided to close it back here. And then I was looking to get in on the Dow Jones, right? So here's the Dow Jones. We got all this mapped out in the Discord, right? Talked about it, covered it back here on in the Discord, right? Talked about it at $38,000. I was in it to win it. Then we had a sell signal on the 4-hour chart, kind of confirming, right? So and then I had originally drawn this before it started breaking down, like back here at $38,000, and posting this in the Discord. We've got I was pointing at the NASDAQ. The only reason why I have this horizontal line here at this wick down. Wow, man, smash the like button. I'm doing my best here. I'm trying to get through this. Here we go. Let's rock and roll. I pointed this out with this horizontal line at this wick because the NASDAQ has already taken that wick out, right? It's not a typical target like Colson was mentioning that I talked about, but I put it on there, the wick, because I noticed it more of like a bookmark, right? I use the 200-week moving average as kind of like a bookmark, or the 200-day moving average here and there, but it's not part of the trading sniper targets or anything like that, or part of the strategy whatsoever. But I put it on there because as a bookmark that, hey, the NASDAQ's already taken this out. So what if the Dow Jones takes that wick out as well? Also, let's keep going. SP 500 about to challenge that wick from December 20th as well. If you look at the NASDAQ, it took it out and then just blew past it, right? So is the NASDAQ leading the way, right? Is it leading the way? Russell 2000 also took out that wick there at $2,000, right? So is the NASDAQ leading the way to the downside? Yes, it looks like it is, right? SP 500 falling not too far behind. And that was the opportunity that I saw, right? That's the opportunity that I saw uh, to load up more on my Dow Jones short here versus the NASDAQ and kind of use the NASDAQ as like a leading indicator, kind of use NASDAQ as like, hey, what target is going to hit? So I shifted over there because the NASDAQ seemed to be leading the way. And I want to see where the NASDAQ hits targets. Doesn't mean the Dow Jones is going to either, but we'll look at the Russell, we'll look at the SP 500, we'll look at the NASDAQ, and hopefully the Dow Jones also hits similar, if not most of the targets to the other ones. We do have a gap down at $36,213. And of course, the pivot low is all the way back down here at $32,409. So where are we going to see this retracement go to? We don't know yet, but we're in it to win it. And the contracts are out till March. So we'll see how it works out. Let's flip over to the Magnificent Seven. And then let me know if there's anything else you want me to find. Plenty of offers today. I may start my first buy round of the year. Javier, what are you talking about? I may start my first buy round of the year. Oh, go shopping? Going shopping. Let me know exactly what you're talking about. I'm a little confused. Let me know, my man Javier. Let me know. NVIDIA was looking very similar. It was looking like a lower high, right? Another possible lower high. Bearish divergence, possible lower high, breaking down from this upward trend line. Already hit 3 of the 4 targets to the downside, never put in another higher high up here, and now it's breaking down again. So the probabilities are increasing that we have already hit target 1. It's possible we hit target 2, 3, and maybe even come all the way back down. Too early to say, right? Because this is a higher low, maybe puts another higher low and then goes up higher after that. So we don't know yet, but it's something to pay attention to, that we had the high, a lower high, breaking down from here in the video. We'll continue to watch it. I don't have any horses in this race. I'm not shorting NVIDIA at all, but eventually we know one thing. Eventually this 20% gap is going to get filled, right? Eventually this 20% gap is going to be filled. When, we don't know, but it's just a matter of time before it gets filled. We got the 200-week moving average down here at $220, trending upward, right? Trending upward. What a time it is to be a market sniper. Let's go. Let's keep going. Meta, right? Meta, you get the 200-week moving average down here at 252. Bearish divergence on the weekly chart, right? If you break it down, we've got all-time highs at was it all-time highs? No. 2023 highs, right? And there are some there's still a major gap down here at 153, just like there was a major gap up here at 315 that we called out at the bottom. So major gap at 153 all the way down here. Event was it? Oh, that's 215. But we also got one down here at 153. 2 major gaps down below. Eventually it's going to get filled on Meta, aka Facebook. And don't say I didn't warn you, right? Don't say I didn't warn you. Angel C, hi Jesse, could you please see upside weekly targets for BCHE, Bitcoin, Grayscale? Are you talking about longer term ones? Oh yeah, weekly targets. Okay, yeah, we'll take a look at it. Longer term target ones. We'll do an eyeball test on it for sure. That's Meta, Amazon daily chart, right? Looks like it's kind of breaking down from there. RSI sell signal already. MACD bearish crossover, right? We got bearish divergence, possible sneaky lower high breaking down right now, right? That's Amazon. This is Microsoft. We already had these targets mapped out. There's a high here, right? Possible lower high, then lower high confirmed, possible lower high, and then we'll see. We will see. It's still battling, right? Only one target's been hit so far at Microsoft. We will see. We will find out if lower targets are on the docket, right? We'll find out. Tesla, the uptrend, there's bearish divergence followed by a reverse candle. followed by a breakdown of the trending dots and the trend line, another candle close below, and now we have a pending sell signal on Tesla. So that's it. Tesla, John, that's what we're looking at. Remember, there's a very small gap down here, 225. You get the 200-week moving average, 216, trending up. Will it retest the 200-week moving average? Remember, silver just took a round trip back down the 200-week moving average. It is possible. We do have a RSI pending sell signal. We do have a MACD bearish crossover. Everything seems to be kind of lining up of a pullback and a correction. The charts were telling us way ahead of time, bearish divergence, reverse candle, breakdown, and now we have a pending sell signal on the daily chart as well. So that's Tesla. That's what we're looking at. Eyeball test, you got that gap here at 225. Kind of makes sense over there. Who knows if it goes lower than that? We don't know. We'll keep an eye on it though. Apple trend broke down, right? So we had bearish divergence. We had a sneaky lower high right there. Then we had breaking down from the trending dots, broke down from the trend line, trending dots curling down, another lower high, and then boom, gap down after that. How many warning signs do you need that there's going to be a gap down? It was a $3 trillion asset. Now it's down almost 10%, right? 10% on 3 trillion. What is that? $300? No. So 8% right now. It's up from wick to wick. It's down about 8%. Was up about $3 trillion. So let's keep going. Apple had a sell signal. Don't forget the gap. This is an old gap that was filled. Let's move this gap up here. Let's change that back to gap and change this off. It's a new gap. So we'll just keep gap on there for now. So we got a gap at 191. Doesn't mean it couldn't come back up, fill that gap, possibly put in a lower high and come back down from there. Google up 0.5%. Google is rocking and rolling. No, not really. This could be a high, right? Could put in a lower high. We'll see on Google. Not much to report, but if it follows the other Magnificent Sevens, then it might put in a lower high and then start to break down. It may take some more time to break down from there. So that's the Magnificent Seven. Let's keep going. What else? Bitcoin miners, they gap down hard and getting a little bit of a dead cat bounce, right? Getting a little bit of a dead cat bounce. Oh, the VIX. We talked about this. We covered it. Woo! The VIX. We talked about it. We covered it back here. There was a pending buy signal back on the December 20th when there was a flash crash, right? It's not a coincidence, right? Volatility, S&P 500 index. Here we go. Buy signal came all the way back down. Looks like a higher low was put in. Then it was starting to push back up, gapped up with the buy signal at $13 yesterday. And here it is. It looks like confirmation. It could take out this pivot here. That would confirm this higher low with a close back above this pivot point here, right? So you got this pivot point here, a close back above $13.80-ish would be confirmation, in my opinion, that the higher low is in and the retracement's on the way. Eyeball test 1750 is a good spot. You got the 200-week moving average up at $22.58. It retested it back in October as well. As you can see, it's circled up here. So we'll continue to watch it. The VIX, U.S. 10-year yield could be breaking out. 4 targets to the downside. Quick recap. We had bearish divergence, possible lower high. We talked about it, covered it on the live streams, lower high, sell signal, breakdown from the upward trend line, right? Broke down, and it's just bearish ever since. Followed by bullish divergence, followed by regaining the trending dots, and a couple fake outs to the upside of the downward trend line. Could be coming in for a retracement, and we have a pending buy signal on RSI. We got a MACD bullish crossover. So the U.S. 10-year yield could be breaking out to the upside for a retracement. Could see some higher rates, 4.5, right? Who knows if it goes back up and hits longer term target up in the 5%? We don't know. That's the U.S. 10-year yield. Dollar, we've been talking about, we've been covering it. MACD bullish crossover. We've got a candle close back above the trending dots. We were talking about it in the live streams. Could it have found support at key target area retracements, hit 4 out of 4 targets to the downside. Looks like it could have found support. Seems like it's continuing that way. Could have a pending buy signal on the dollar. Rock and roll. Woo, look at the markets. SQQQ, Myrna Bacon. Oh man, I like Myrna Bacon. Bacon is you're gonna get me on this one, right? So the Dow, yeah, we looked at that one quickly on the futures. Myrna called out the SQQQ. I've talked about it in the past in the Discord, stuff like that. It looks like it was finding bottom. Candle closed back above the trailing dots. Could see a pending buy signal in the near future. This is the inverse of the QQQs. This is the inverse ETF of the NASDAQ. It's the Pro Shares Ultra Pro Short 3x leverage to the upside. Very high risk. Very high risk. I wouldn't use more than lunch money. Myrna is doing a great job. She said she was using lunch money on this trade. So I hope it works out for her. Hopefully she gets it. She's got a gap up here above $17. Nice retracement. You've got a gap up there. It's $20. And then who knows from there, right? Got old longer term targets that have never been hit. Got to readjust those probably at some point. But shorter term targets could probably see $17, $18 all the way up to $20 on SQQQ. So that's that for that. That's that for that. All right. What else? Netflix got a big gap down here, right? It's already mapped out. 354 on Netflix, right? Probably bearish divergence, probably a lower high, followed by a sell signal, right? Bearish divergence, you can see it's picking it up on the sharpshooter RSI candle for you. Bearish divergence, possible lower highs, breakdown, right? Breakdown back below the trending dots. You could even throw on a trend line here, right? Trend line, just like that, right? Back test of the downward trend line, and then breakdown from there. That is Netflix. So Netflix, big gap down here, right? Big gap. Let's see if it gets filled. Gap down here. Okay, 10%. It's not a massive 20% gap, but it is a big gap at 10%. Something to pay attention to at 355 down there. We will see. 200-week moving average is currently at 422. And then we've got a top here at 501. All-time high, right? All-time high, followed by a huge correction to the downside, followed by a huge rally, followed by, watch out below. We'll see. We will see. So Netflix used to be part of the FANG stocks. Now it's been kicked out of it for whatever reasons. Now we have the Magnificent Seven. So that's where we're at. Let's circle back. 43 minutes. We're on time. We got 17 minutes before the hour. May not even have to flip our hat backwards. Let's go back through any requests, right? Tesla. Yep, we covered that one. Let's see. What else? About the plenty of offers today. I may start my first buy. Okay. About the crypto crash, I may start scooping up some more crypto. Yeah, Javier, that's not my strategy. My strategy is to buy the right dip. I don't buy blindly. If there's a higher probability reversal, right? So it could be a flash crash, but it could be a deeper one. So I'm good with waiting, right? I don't need to catch the wick. I can capture 80 to 90% of the move and feel good about it and be good because it protects me from the downside. You buy the dip, say I'm Bitcoin at 42,000. If it goes to $30,000, right? I don't want to hold through that. And if I can scoop up more Bitcoin, say 30,000 or 34,000 or 36,000, whatever it ends up being, right? As a possibility, we don't know yet. I'd rather wait for a higher probability reversal, right? So same thing with like crypto. So if you got DOT, for example, if it comes back down to like $5, I'd rather scoop more up at $5, right? Instead of at $7.50 and then $7, and then you're underwater and you can scoop up even more and it'll pay off in the long run. So that's my own personal plan. Have your own plan. Could you please see Upside Weekly BCHG? Yep. BCHG Grayscale Trust. Got it. BCHG. Okay. Great. Thanks for all the details, Angel C. I appreciate that. That helps for search results. Makes it a lot faster, right? Probably bearish divergence. It was overbought. What a massive move that was, right? From the bottom, 31 cents all the way up to 425. It was a massive move, right? Massive move. You've got bearish divergence, most likely. Yep, bearish divergence. And then could see a MACD bearish crossover, right? Could be pending MACD bearish crossover. Let's look at it right now. Let's see, show MACD indicators. Let's see. And then go here. And then let's look at style. And then we go, let's see, pending bear cross MACD. Okay, so it's not showing it as of right now, but in the near future, the indicator will probably flash that there's a pending MACD bearish crossover. So we'll probably see that in the near future. We've got, here, let's change it back. Just keep the charts a little bit less, right? So bearish divergence, possible lower high here, and then could see a pending sell signal in the near future. Do have a gap down here at $2.50, right? So it was a massive move up since that last pivot. That last pivot back there from, let's just call it back here where the reverse candle was stuff. It's 350% move. You expect retracements along the way. It's possible the retracement is in session on Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Not financial advice. Doing your own research, Angel. Help me, help you, help me. Smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button. Help me, help you. And let's keep this thing rocking and rolling. Smash the like button. Let's keep going. All right. So comments. Can you also take a look if you have time at Natty Gas? Yes. Natural gas futures. We can take a look at it. We do have some time right now. So, yep. We talked about this, covered it. I even covered it in the Discord, right? Covered it back here. Bottom could be in, possible high or low, right? Could be breaking out of this, came all the way back down. And here we are, right? Here we are. So broke out of the trend line. Looks like a higher low on the back test, right? And then it's back above the trending dots. And now we have a pending buy signal on the daily chart. You got the 200-week moving average all the way up here at $3.83. So you just have to decide what your game plan is. Let's look at the weekly chart as more of a macro. Could be a macro higher low as well. You got a low, possibly higher low, right? But cautiously optimistic, right? Cautiously optimistic because it's just below, it's still below the trending dots on the weekly chart, right? And there's no pending buy signal on the weekly chart, but it's a lagging indicator. I'm just saying cautiously optimistic on that, but it could be a higher low on the macro, right? You had a weekly chart low, possible higher low, and the bottom could be in, right? Obviously, it's not going to be confirmed until it takes out this high at 347, but who waits for that? There's some influencers out there who wait for that. Oh, I do not do anything until the lower high or the higher low is confirmed. Okay, it's super late, and by then I'm probably exiting some positions in profit, right? So who knows if they're profitable. But pending buy signal on the daily chart. Hope that helps. Let's keep going. Sembuff, Kalia, any discount coming up for Sharpshooter package monthly membership? No, we don't. We don't have any discounts. We keep the price low from the beginning. The price, and we keep legacy pricing. So if you're in it to win it from the very beginning, you already have low pricing. The original Discord pricing was $19 a month. The original coaching pricing with Discord, both indicators, all that stuff was $49 a month. We have 40% of all market snipers are at least 1+ year. They still have the original pricing of $19 and $49. And we just did a contest where there's going to be one lucky winner of December. I still have to tally it of who contributed the most to the Discord in the month of December. They're going to get a refund of December. So we do contest giveaways periodically. Not every month because I forget, but we do contests of who contributes the most, right? We want a thriving community, hyper focused on the charts. So it plays an impact if there was a tie or whatever, or if someone's just posting a bunch of random stuff to win the contest, and you're probably not going to win the contest, right? And you have to beat me. You have to out contribute me. It's hard to do. I've got over 7,000 posts in the Discord, but we've had multiple winners in 2023, and they've beat me, right? I've gotten second place several times, right? Gotten second place several times, and there has been a winner 3 times, and now this will be a 4th winner, I believe. So again, keep going, but yeah, we keep it low all year. We don't have we don't overcharge people and then give discounts, right? We don't do that. So a lot of services out there that I feel that are lesser, in my own personal opinion, charge double, right? They charge double. We're not going to do that. SQQ as well makes sense with what's going on. Yep. How about PayPal? Okay, yeah, we've been covering it daily, right? We've been covering it daily, and we talked about expect pullbacks along the way. We did this based off the weekly chart, right? Based off the weekly chart. We pointed out that this long-term bullish divergence, right? It's a long-term bullish divergence play, that this is a low, and then it's a higher probability if there's a higher low, right? So I don't feel like there's been a higher low yet. And I even talked about it, Dallas, in the newsletter and stuff, I'm pretty sure. And talked about it on the live streams. Once a higher low is in, maybe, comes back down the trending dots and whatnot, then that would be that higher probability of a longer term trend reversal, right? But it is still possible there's additional bullish divergence. It is possible. So that is always a possibility. It's only a pending sell right now. We'll see how it works out. The daily chart, there's a big move up, right? There is a small wick down here, a small gap down here at $52. It's possible it goes back down there. It's possible it's just retesting this back downward trend line, right, based off the weekly chart. So we'll see. If it puts in a higher low, it could come all the way back down, right? It's possible. Comes all the way back down, puts in a higher low. That would be the higher probability on the weekly chart. So we'll continue to watch it. But long-term bullish divergence, eventually price is going to catch up. Eventually, price is going to catch up. Eventually, I'm expecting the 200-week moving average to finally get retested. Who knows when? January 2022. We're already 2 years since it's retested it. The gap is at $72. So not too worried about it over there. Myrna and natural gas since 240. Awesome. And slowly adding in. Yeah, it's a wild animal, Myrna. So I don't know if I would, not financial advice, but I don't know if I would keep adding in, right? Like once there's a buy signal on the daily chart, maybe I would be kind of done with adding in, just kind of let it play its course. But you got to make your own plan, do your own scenario over there, because as soon as it gives you massive gains, if you've realized anything on natural gas, it takes away those gains even quicker, right? So there you go. For those who are curious, it's worth it. Oh, thanks, Colson. I appreciate it. I think you're talking about the sniper community and going to the Discord. Yeah, we're small, but we're mighty, right? There is a paywall because we don't want to let in 10,000 people in the Discord. We want it to be hyper focused on good people trying to help each other, sniper the markets together. And that was the plan from the beginning. I'm not selling affiliate links. I'm not letting people in for free, So if you truly want to be a part of the Market Sniper community, in my personal opinion, I love it. I think it's worth it. But, you have to decide for yourself. And cancel anytime you want. It's a monthly subscription. I don't want to hold anyone's subscription hostage. I hate that when other companies do it to me. Cancel anytime. Obviously, if you cancel within a few days, I'd be annoyed. But I would still do it. Luckily, it doesn't happen very often. It's very rare. Myrna, absolutely worth signing up and becoming a sniper. Thanks, Myrna. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Myrna, Colson, long-time market snipers, 1 year plus market sniper for both of them, right? Colson and Myrna. So thank you for that. I think I covered all the requests. Let's circle back here. One thing I think is interesting is MOEX, right? Moscow Exchange, of what a great time to be a swing trader, right? Not just a buy and hold for everything. What an amazing time to be a swing trader, right? Here's what I mean. You've got, based off the weekly chart, all-time high at 384, drops all the way down to 77% on a Moscow exchange, right? Then rallies from $87 all the way up to $360 for a possible lower high, 310%. So massive move followed by a massive move. Awesome time to be around. Bearish divergence on the weekly chart. Is the trend going to reverse again on the Moscow exchange? I've never traded it personally, but I've been watching it. I've been covering it. And so many people talked about the war. February 2022 is what pushed the Oh, this is meta. What am I even talking about? This is meta. Moscow exchange looks exactly like it. Hold on. Absolutely, we're signing up to becoming a sniper. Uh, this is not the Moscow exchange. This is meta. Let me go to Moscow exchange real quick. The same thought, right? So big, massive move down, right? Down to $68. So let's do this again. Let's reset it. So from there down to here, Moscow exchange 64% down, right? Very similar to Meta. Moscow exchange from $69 made an all-time high, 205%, all the way to all the way $210, right? Remember, February 2022, you had the war breaking out in Ukraine, and that's why everyone was saying that the price was dropping. No, that is incorrect, right? Someone knew beforehand, whatever, bigger players are already positioning in. That's why we can't wait for the news, right? Can't wait for current events to happen, aka Black Swan event, right? Black Swan event. I can just tell you that there was bearish divergence on the weekly chart. There was a lower high being put in, and then a sell signal on October 2021, right? So October 2021 on the weekly chart, after this massive move up, just crashed down. And oh, by the way, yes, it might have added to the crash when the war started in February 2022. It could have added to it, but the correction started back in October 2021, right? It was confirmed with the lower high and a sell signal breaking down after bearish divergence. Fast forward to the bottom. We talked about it. We covered it even in the Discord. Long-term bullish divergence, right? Higher low here, followed by a buy signal. So the exact same thing happened. Bearish divergence, lower high, sell signal. Bullish divergence, higher low, buy signal, off to the upside, no sell signal ever since. So it's in the charts. That's the only thing we can control. We can only control the charts. That's the weekly chart. So that's the Moscow exchange. That was Meta. Hope that helps. Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button. Help me, help you, help me. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Hope you're doing well in 2024. We're off to a good start January 3rd, and we will see you tomorrow on the next live stream. Thank you.